Welcome to Newscast. My name is Jaden and this is my partner, Carolina. And today we are covering Book Review with Natalia, Teacher's Corner with me, Hot Topic with Alexandria, Fun Facts with Jaden, The Weather with Natalia. First up, we have Book Review with Natalia Rodriguez.
Hi, my name is Natalia and I'm interviewing Gabby. I'm doing book review and I'm going to ask her some questions about the book she read. What is the title of the book and who is the author?
The title of the book is Muffy's Secret Admirer and the author is Mac Brown.
What is the book about?
The book is about Muffy having a secret admirer that is author.
Who are the main characters in the book?
The main characters in the book is Author and Muffy.
Who is your favorite character in the book and why?
My favorite character in the book is Muffy because she's cool.
How can you tell that Muffy is cool?
She's good at everything.
Would you make any changes to your story if you were the author? Why or why not?
I will not make any changes to the book if I was the author because it's good how it is.
Is this book fiction or non-fiction?
Fiction.
Will you recommend this book to other students? Why or why not?
I will recommend this book to other students because it's a good book and when they read it, they will agree with me.
Thank you guys. Back to your studio.
Wow, Natalia, that was a great clip. You are very talented. Next up, we have Teacher's Corner with Carolina Rodriguez. Let's watch the clip.
Miss Carolina, I'm doing Teacher's Corner with Miss Vidro. The first question is, where did you go to school when you were a kid?
When I was a little girl, I went to Bethune Elementary School in Fresno.
How many years have you been teaching?
I've been teaching here at Kerman-Floyd for 11 years.
Where did you go to college for your education to become a teacher, and why did you enjoy college experience?
I went to Fresno City College for 2 years, and then I transferred over to Fresno State, and I really did enjoy my college experience.
Why did you choose teaching as a career?
When I chose teaching as a career, my brother and my sister were both teachers at that time, and I would volunteer in their classrooms a lot, so I really enjoyed working with kids, so that's why I chose teaching.
What is your favorite part about teaching?
My favorite part about teaching is when we are working on a difficult concept and my students finally understand how to do it on their own, so that's fun.
What is the hardest thing about teaching?
I think the hardest part about teaching is when finding the right methods and the right strategies to help my kids, because sometimes not all strategies will work with all kids, so I always have to find the right thing to do with my students.
What do you like to do for fun when you're not at work?
What I like to do for fun is just kind of hang out at home and relax, watch TV, play with my little girl, hang out with my family.
Do you have any hobbies?
I don't really have any hobbies that I do all the time. I just hang out.
Do you have a favorite book?
My favorite book is one that I read as a little girl, James and the Giant Peach. It was the first chapter book that I read, and so it's always been one of my favorites.
What is something interesting about you that nobody knows?
Something interesting is that I'm a big fan of WWE wrestling, and I even went to WrestleMania a couple of years ago.
Okay, that was Teacher's Corner with Ms. Vidro. Thank you, Ms. Vidro. Back to you in the studio, Jaden.
Wow, Carolina, that was amazing. And Miss Vidro looks so cute in that picture. Next up, we have Alexandra with Hot Topics. Let's watch the clip.
Hi, my name is Alexandria, and this is Hot Topic. On this show's Hot Topic, the Kerman Unified School Board members made a visit to our tech shop and got a chance to see some tech shop students demonstrate on our Tech Shop technology. Here's a clip of School Superintendent Mr. Fresto and Board Member Mrs. Cantu trying out for the Tech Shop green screen.
Good morning. I'm Robert Frosto, Superintendent of Schools, and I'm interviewing one of our board members, Maria Cantu, this morning. And so, Mrs. Cantu, so what do you enjoy about being a board member? What's your favorite part?
This is my favorite part, coming around to all the sites to check out what our kids are learning and what's here for them.
So what did you like this morning about visiting Kerman-Floyd and their tech lab here in the library?
Yeah, well, I like this green screen, and I like their little robots so far.
So what's behind us? We don't even know. It's this green.
It says news.
Oh, news.
Oh, yeah.
So do you think I can go work for Channel 30 when I get done here? Students? No? They're
No,
laughing.
it looks like that's a no.
Don't quit your day job, huh?
That's a no.
I need to ask another question.
Okay. Let's see. What's another question I can ask you?
What is very important about the dish?
Yeah. I asked you that already.
They already asked me that.
I asked her that
What do
already.
you like about your job?
Actually, this is my favorite part of the job, is getting to go out to sites and talking to students and spending time with administrators and teachers. So that's my favorite part of the job. So are we going to be on the news today?
Haha, Mr. Fresto should be a news reporter. Great job, Mr. Fresto and Mrs. Cantu. Our second hot topic is a clip on board members, Mr. Babshop, who did an interview on food and farming with our PSA team. Let's watch the clip.
How has labor on the farm changed from when you started until now?
That's a good question. When we started in 2006, what you saw labor was a vast pool of different individuals that were willing to work. What you also saw pre the depression, or what they call the recession with the housing, is a lot of the workers from the farm started leaving the farm, going into construction, doing drywall work, doing framing work, landscape work. And so what that started causing was the wages on the farm to increase. So you saw a lot of growers paying more than minimum wage to be able to retain and hold some of those workers. So labor nowadays has become a lot more specialized. What you're seeing is different individuals are specialized. For one crew is specifically for harvesting, say, melons. Another crew does only broccoli. So you're seeing a little more specialization. Labor also has become very tight. What you've seen here in the San Joaquin Valley, specifically over the last 2 years with the water situation, is the amount of work available has decreased. And so what's happened is a lot of those workers that travel to the San Joaquin Valley during harvest season, or even during the peak seasons, they have moved to Washington to go pick apples. They've moved to Nevada to go do onions. So what we're here in the San Joaquin Valley, we've had our labor pool decrease, but we've become a lot more specialized in that as well.
How have advances in technology such as mechanical, genetics, or chemicals affected your farm or competition with your farm?
That's a good question. We'll start with mechanicals. Piggybacking on her question with the labor, because you have a labor demand, you have seen more mechanization happening, such as mechanical grape harvesters, continuous tray, olive harvesters. You've seen guys go to minimal pruning. You've seen guys go to minimal harvest on the melons. There's new breeding in the genetics that correlates with the mechanicalism. I can take a machine and go out and harvest something, but I have to make sure that what I'm harvesting is able to handle the mechanization of it. So what we're breeding right now is melons, to where cantaloupes typically are 10 days of straight harvesting. You harvest for 10 days every day. What we're doing now is actually breeding with the big companies like Syngenta, Cicada, Simonis, Monsanto, to where we're able to get a melon that everything comes off right now at the right time, and we can send a mechanical harvester in there and do what they call destructive harvesting, where they pick everything at one time and they're done. And by doing that, we will eliminate a lot of the need for some of the labor, and also be able to move to advancements to where your overall profitability margin increases. The other technology side in being in a drought specifically is a lot of the technology involved with water. Everything is drip irrigation. Everything is spoon fed. There's no extra waters. Everything is micronutrient testing. So there's no more room for error in terms of just go ahead and water or just go ahead and fertilize. Everything is scientifically laid out for you.
What do you think was the most useful advance in farming?
The most useful advance in farming, there's a lot, but I would say drip irrigation and being able to learn the scientifics behind it and how much water a plant actually needs instead of overwatering. Also, genetic breeding. You've seen a lot of breeding for crops that are drought resistant, or drought tolerant, so that you're able to stress them down and still produce a fruit. So it's an accumulation of many things, but together I would say the technology, the biggest advancement would be the technologies in the scientifics of water and genetics.
Have you seen a change in government involvement with agriculture in the U.S.?
I have. Recently, with the drought that we're enduring here in the San Joaquin Valley, you're getting a lot more voices screaming, a lot more growers coming together. You have the Farm Bureau Federation, you have the California Farm Bureau, Fresno County Farm Bureau that have started to lobby and start to allow their voices to be heard. In retrospect, that has caused some of the congressmen to also take action and take light of. A couple years ago, Fox News came out to the west side and did a piece on the drought and what's happening. Just recently, you remember President Obama came to Fireball, and normally presidents don't visit farming agricultural communities like ours, especially such a small one. But because of the lobbying, the awareness of the Farm Bureau Federation, NAICE's Farm League, and some other agricultural programs, you're now starting to get recognition of it. So I would say in the last 2 years, we have doubled in the amount of government perception here in the valley that we've had before.
What advice could you give to a student that is interested in farming?
Stay with it. Don't get discouraged. Don't get frustrated. I think college is by far one of the best experiences, both learning, personal, and the friendships that you will acquire. It's invaluable. You can never put a price on that. But also, don't be afraid to try something new, even if it fails. Look at it and try again. In farming, there's always failures, but that's how we get better. We learn and we learn and we learn, and we keep with it. I would say try your hand at as many things as you can to find what you're passionate about in farming and go with that.
Thanks, everyone. Now back to you in the studio.
Carolina, that was mine, and I was gonna drink it. Well, there was only a little bit, and I didn't get that much. Whatever. Thank you, Alexandria. That was super cool hot topics, and we loved them. They were so hot they made me sweat. Thank you to our board members and superintendents for coming to our KFE Tech Shop. Next up, we have Fun Facts with Jaden. Let's watch the clip.
Tu le pera con la papaya. No digáis nada, no.
Hi, my name is Jaden and this is Fun Facts. Number 1. Did you know that Donald Trump only gets 4 hours of sleep at night? That is why he's so grumpy. Number 2. Did you know that humans cannot taste their food unless it's mixed with their saliva? Number 3. It is impossible to lick your elbow. Number 4. The world's oldest piece of gum is 9,000 years old. Number 5. An average person can only survive 1 month without food, but within a week, without water, you will die. Back to the studio. Jaden, are you drinking my coffee? Sorry. Whatever. That was really cool. Fun facts. Well, oh my god. Next up, we have the weather with Natalia Rodriguez. Let's watch the clip.
Hello, my name is Jay. This is the 5-day forecast. On Monday, it will be sunny with a high of 80 degrees and a low of 60 degrees. On Tuesday, it will be sunny, cloudy with a high of 84 degrees and a low of 59 degrees. On Wednesday, it will be mostly sunny with a high of 84 degrees and a low of 62 degrees. On Thursday, it will be showers possible with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 55 degrees. On Friday, it will be sunshine with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 56 degrees. Back to the studios with Jaden and Carolina.
Thank you for the 5-day forecast. We are the new newscast team. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Tune in for our next KFE news show. KFE rocks!